when I walk through a jam. No one knows who I am.
No one knows who I am.
Put your head on my chest.
Put your head on my chest.
And I'm Mr. Success.
Mr. Success. Ms. Success. Good morning. You're listening to Bill. This is the Inevitable Radio Show. Hope you're having a great beginning to your day. We're going to begin an arc this week called Business Greatness. Business Greatness. How do you create? What are the recipes? What are the strategies? What are the truths about being great in your business, in your career, in what you do for a living? Now, the very first question, and I promise you, most of you don't ask this question. Do you even want to be great? Do you want to be great? We've talked on the show before. We asked, does the overweight person really want to be thin? Does the, healthy person, do they want to have more health? Does the unhealthy person really want to find some health? And you'll discover, and you know this intuitively, but because you cognitively go, well, of course the overweight person wants to be thin. But then you really get into the programs and patterns and beliefs and thoughts and feelings that thin people generate and fat people generate, and they're different. And how we approach, therefore, the solution to finding someone's thinness, because you know this. There's perfect diets all over the planet, and people don't follow them. It's not the diet that's ever the problem. It's the psychology of the person who says they want something. So the very first fundamental question we have to begin with is understanding at a deeper level, what does this question mean? Do you want to be great? Do you want to be great? In that space, let's talk about it. First of all, this is a question that in all reality creation, what we do is we ask questions, we think questions, we feel questions, we symbolize questions in our mind. We always, about 80% of our thought patterns are really involved in direct questions, wondering, pondering, daydreaming, if, what, can. We're in a data gathering pattern so that when we get information, we get experiences, we reaffirm solutions that we've experienced before. We gather this data so that we can make a decision. The three-step process that you go through in doing this, in analyzing and creating this solution for yourself, this decision, begins with the brain assigns a meaning to the data that it's gathering. It attaches an emotion to that meaning. What does this moment mean? Is it good? Is it bad? Is it safe? Is it dangerous? Is it risky? Is it likely to produce a reward? What does it mean? Then we attach an emotion, and we attach an emotional intensity to it. We're really, really sad. We're really, really excited. We're ambivalent. We're apathetic. We care, but not so much. We think we care, but we don't feel care. And when you have a meaning and you have an emotion, then you now create an action. And for most people, most of the time, is, I'm not going to do anything. The action they create is no action. But in this place of asking questions to gather data, to experience your day, to experience your life, so you can arrive at a decision to create an action for yourself, this equation of, do I want to be great, for the champions, for the winners, for the superstars, for the near superstars, for the top 10% of the planet. Here's what we know. They think about greatness all the time. I want to be great. How do I be great? What's going to be great in this moment? What great thought do I need to have? What great feeling should I have? What's the greatest action I can take? What great training should I do? What great preparation should I make for this sales call, for this staff meeting, for this client proposal, for this client appointment? What great training can I do? What great online stuff can I look at? Great. They think great all the time. Now, ponder your typical pattern. Is your typical pattern great, 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 great? Or is your typical pattern fear, 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 discomfort, discomfort, risk, 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 unsafe, 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 can I? What is the underlying drift, consistency, habitual nature, organic, intrinsic value to the questions you ask, the data you seek, the experiences that you associate to, the creation? Are you committed to greatness? And the very plain truth is most people are not. Most people are committed to, my God, I hope I don't get fired. My God, I hope I make my numbers this month. My God, I hope I don't lose my business. Most psychologies for most individuals begin and end with, I want to avoid losing something. I want to avoid pain. I don't want to fail. And in that pattern, feel it, think it, listen to your thoughts. Instead of thinking, what great thought, what great action, what great truth, what great moment can I create for myself right now? You will think, oh, what do I need to do to not fail? What do I need to do to not screw this up? How am I going to avoid being in the bottom? How am I going to bring something in at the end of this month? How am I going to make another month in my business when the economy's down? How do I avoid pain? How do I get out of pain? I can't stand pain, get out of pain, can't stand pain, avoid, avoid, avoid. And in that soup of pain avoidance and failure avoidance and the meanings of your business, there's not greatness attached or created anywhere in that thought stream. So the first big fundamental question that has to begin your day, stay with you through the day, end your day, and go to bed with you at night, and be on your brain when you wake up. Do I want my career to be great? Do I want to be great in my business? Which, by the way, some of you listen to that, you go, oh man, to be great, I have to think great. I have to wake up thinking great. I have to go through my day focused on great. I have to go to bed great. Yeah, that sounds really, really hard to me. The truth is, you're doing that pattern today. But typically, your pattern, you wake up going, I hope I don't lose my house. I hope I don't miss my payments. I hope my 401k doesn't get cut in half this week. I hope disaster doesn't happen to me. I hope I don't lose this appointment. I hope I don't lose this client. And you think about that all day. You go to bed thinking about it. The fact of the matter is, as humans, our creation is focused on, and we create that which we focus on. And business greatness begins with a moment in time, and perhaps it's this show, perhaps it's you getting in your car and driving to a park, or sitting in a sunny overlook, or walking somewhere, or sitting at your desk today, tomorrow. And we've talked on other shows about the reality creation of now or not now. You are not a 3-time frame being. You do not create reality in the past, present, and future. Yes, you remember, but memories are nothing more than little electrical pulses that say, I remember what a rose smells like. I remember the kiss of my spouse. I remember the angry face of my boss. Is now nothing more than little electrical blips in your brain. The past doesn't exist. It only exists how you reenact it. And if you change the script and you become the producer and you replay your past over, it changes. And write this down and take it to the bank. We do not create reality based on 3 time frames. We create reality based on 2. We create reality now or not now. So if you do not go, that's right, now I want greatness, or now I'm even going to examine the question, what is it that I do want? Do I want above averageness? Do I want survivalness? Do I want greatness? If you listen to the show and you're not asking about yours, challenging what I'm telling you, then it's not now. Not today. Not now. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, I'll start my diet then. I'll start my greatness. Yeah, then. It is a not now program, and the only way you will ever get to anything in your future, if you're time traveling anything to your future, your diet, quitting smoking, repairing a relationship, really focusing on becoming higher in your organization, driving your business to success, if you're time traveling anything to the future, it's not now. And in order for that future to ever become real someday in your future, you've got to run the Now program.
Thank you for listening to the Inevitable Podcast. Please visit our website for more information on this extraordinary coaching system at www.theinevitableyou.com. Then, sign up for your 2-week free trial of our membership to gain access to hundreds of hours of amazing content and tools just like this. Now, back to Bill.
You've got to run the Now program. It has to go through the Now matrix. Now. I'm going to do it now. Now. Not tomorrow. Not this afternoon. You must run it in the Now filter. And so if you're sitting here today going, I don't know how to do that, or I don't think I have the psychology or the willpower or the discipline. I don't know how. I know how. I have to work harder. Or you have a strategy that you think is greatness, but that's why when you ask the question, do I want to be great? The equation says no. It's too much cost. I don't have the capability. I can't yet. But I'll time travel to a future when I can do it, and then I'll be okay. And you don't know how to run it through the Now matrix, the Now filter, the Now program, and you're not going to know it in the future either. There's not a magic puzzle piece, because the way this works is when you make the decision to become great, then the puzzle pieces come to you. They're sitting there, they're floating around, they're waiting to plug into the inevitable you, but they can't plug into it when the equation isn't about greatness, when the equation is about pain, or the equation is about pain avoidance, or the equation is about how do I get through this day without more bad. The puzzle piece for greatness cannot click into place. You must run this equation. Do I want my career to be great? Do I want to be great in my business? Good morning, Jeff. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Bill. How are you?
I'm awesome. How are you?
I am great. I want to first thank you for your program and for all you do. And I asked myself that question many times, if I wanted to be great. And the answer was yes. The problem that I found, Bill, is I wasn't willing to go through the pain that was necessary for me to be there. There were things about myself that I didn't want to reveal in order for me to get to that greatness. But after working with you, just over the phone and talking to you, everything has changed, and it's just incredible.
How are you doing?
I am doing great. I am actually on my way to a center to work with homeless youth and to teach them that their past doesn't determine their future.
Oh, that's great. Awesome.
And one of the things that you said to me is that after I had written the book and done everything that I had done, you said, Jeff, there are people waiting to talk to you. You just have to walk into the situation. And it took me a little while to wrap my mind around that. But in order to walk into the situation, I had to be willing to undress myself and let people know who I am and where I've been. And that was hard for me to do, was to believe that what you said was true. But I trusted that, and I did exactly what you said do, and my goodness.
And isn't it true that when you did that undressing and baring of your heart and soul, wasn't it like people loved you more and you had more connections, and it's not always perfect, it's not always pretty, but the little ugly parts of it, people they don't see that, they see the beauty. Well,
as a matter of fact, that's so true that I was so touched by the surgeons and the nursing staff and everybody that I work with, when I uncovered myself and let them know who I am and where I've been and what I've done, they showed me so much love and respect that it was humbling. And it's still humbling. Now, they even went so far as to put together a program, and they brought in 10 young adults on Tuesday. The hospital set this all up. I didn't set it up. They catered lunch, and they called me and said, Jeff, we'd like for you to be here at 11:45, and you'll speak for an hour. And it's just amazing.
Oh, dude, I am so excited. Remember when we talked, and for anybody listening, if you have, and there's so many people that have a message, have a gift, and you're downplaying it, you are discrediting it and thinking like, well, it's okay because I can handle my pain. But the people that are waiting to hear that message, waiting to feel the gift, every day they got cheated. And now that you get to give that gift in all its glory and all its flaws and all its excitement and all its risk and anxiety and fear about, am I this guy? Am I this gal? God, Jeff, this is so exciting. I'm really happy to hear from you.
Well, the same here, Bill. And again, I just want to say thank you. And to people listening, I just want to say, just for 1 minute, forget everything that you ever been taught, because what you've been taught is not reality. It's not reality. It's not real. It's what you have latched on to, that you've bought into somebody else's belief system.
Jeff, you are the man.
No, Bill, you're the man. I'm just the man that knows the man, and I want to thank you again.
Hey, have a great day, and God bless, man. I'm so excited for the people that you're helping.
Thank you.
Take care.
Bye.
Business greatness. The first question is, do I want to be great? Do I want to undress myself? Do I want to face the voices? Think of the voices you have that's like, hey, you great? Yeah, not so much. I don't think so. I don't think you're great. Yeah, great. No, you're not great. Don't pretend. Don't go there. You're not great. And that little voice whispers, oh, you tried to be great once or twice. You know what happened. You got screwed. It was a disaster. You got crushed. Don't do it. But the interesting thing is, the great people, they're not great because they're better than you, smarter than you, more gifted than you. They're great because they're committed to their greatness.
Thank you for listening to the Inevitable Podcast. Please visit our website for more information on this extraordinary coaching system at www.theinevitableyou.com. Then, sign up for your 2-week free trial of our membership to gain access to hundreds of hours of amazing content and tools just like this.